Holiday Tournament. Well, good morning and Merry Christmas, everyone. I'm Roger Hobbs alongside Cole Carter as we kick off this postseason tournament in a dandy between the 8th-seeded Hamilton County Foxes of McLeansboro, who come into this game with a record of 5 wins and 5 losses, against the number 9 seed Bulldogs of Harrisburg, who are 4-5. Talking with several people, Cole. First day matchups sometimes are a little lopsided, but people say this could be the best game today.
Yeah, no doubt. Anytime you get the 8 seed and the 9 seed playing each other, we almost wish this game was kind of the 7 o'clock or 8:30 game, but playing here at 8:30 in the morning, it's never the most packed game of the day, but I think no doubt these two teams, given the circumstance and their records, this could be the best game we have all day long.
Well, this will be Hamilton County's 55th appearance. They are 91-80. They won this tournament 4 times, the last time back in 1997. Harrisburg making their 50th appearance. They've won it 5 times, the last time in 2014. They are 107-63, so both teams know how to win in this tournament.
Absolutely, and they're very used to doing that. Harrisburg went on that run a couple years back where they won 4 in a row, and Hamilton County familiar with winning here as well.
All right, we are getting ready here now for the national anthem. We'll take a break, come back with the starting lineups right after this.
Shop, click, drive. It's that simple with RiceMotors.com. Picks and pricing updated several times a day. Even vehicles in transit. You get the first look when you shop RiceMotors.com. Got an idea of what you're looking for? Want to schedule a service appointment? You can do it all. Rice Motors has served the region for 90 years. And with RiceMotors.com, it's never been easier for you to shop. Click, drive. RiceMotors.com. Visit now.
It's no accident that more and more people trust Hale Body Shop when they...
Mom is so happy at Wabash Christian Supportive Living. She enjoys herself, loves the food, and I've seen a positive change in her health.
Hi, this is Kathleen Garner, Residential Service Director for Wabash Christian Supported Living. And if your mom is still independent but missing out on socialization, isn't eating properly, struggles to maintain her household, or just needs daily support, Wabash Christian Supported Living is perfect. Wabash Christian Supported Living even offers on-site therapy. As a faith-based organization, you'll both feel confident our actions and conduct reflect your standards. Learn more by calling 382-2900.
When it comes to income tax planning and preparation, experience counts. Experience to know all the deductions that you can take. Experience and knowledge to keep up with the ever-changing tax laws, rules, and regulations. Hi, I'm Keith Butch, and owner of Butch & Associates CPAs in Carmi. For 42 years, I've helped people just like yourself for your tax, auditing, and accounting needs. Stop in today at Butch & Associates on Main Street in Carmi. Call 382-4151 or visit butch.com. That's BOTSCH.com.
Our starting lineups for this matchup are brought to you by your local Huck's Market. Join the Huck's Bucks Bigs Reward loyalty program today and save 10 cents on fuel. Every gallon, every day for a limited time. Download the new Huck's Bucks Big Rewards loyalty app and start earning your big rewards today. Get exclusive offers tailored to you and earn points with nearly every purchase to redeem for merchandise, fuel discounts, free food, and more. Find it on the App Store and on Google Play. So getting ready here for the announcement of the starting lineups. The Harrisburg Bulldogs will be introduced first, as they will be considered the visiting team, as they are in the lower half of the bracket. So we're getting ready for this, and we'll go ahead and throw them at you real quick. For Harrisburg is going to be number 3, Cameron Andy. He is a 6'3" junior. Number 12 is Miles Crank, a 5'11" senior. Ross Ryder will wear number 21. He'll be a senior at 5'11". Nate Lawrence, a 6'3" senior, will wear number 32. And Andrew Unthink, a 6'3" senior, will wear number 40 as the Harrisburg Bulldogs come out in their maroon trimmed in white. And again, trying to figure out something between these two ball clubs. Of course, you can't go on competitive scores, but first game of the year, Hamilton County dispatched Goreville by 14, and about 2 weeks ago, Goreville took Harrisburg by 14. So according to that, Hamilton County ought to win by 28, right?
That's how it works, right?
Yeah,
especially
right.
here in the EHT. But, Roger, the funny thing is when you get in this gymnasium in these 3 days, you throw all that out the window.
right.
You can only count records and scores for so much. When you get the circumstance with what is being played here the next 3 days, it's anybody's game. But again, though, but you're right, though. Hamilton County beat a very good Goreville team by 14, and Harrisburg lost to that team by 14 a few weeks later.
And you can take that and 75 cents and buy you a coffee refill somewhere.
Exactly, absolutely.
No question about that. But it should be an interesting the matchup. You know, just like in postseason, the coaches tell their kids, hey, we're 0-0. Forget the records, throw them out, and tip it up. Let's get after it. For the Foxes of Hamilton County, it'll be number 2, Eli Hansen, a junior at 5'11", along with Trenton Pike, a 6-foot junior. Pike made the all-tournament team down at Goreville. Abe Neal, a 6'2 junior, along with Wyatt Richards, a senior at 6'2", and then the big man in the middle, Wyatt Hampson, a 6'8 senior. And when you look at it size-wise, Harrisburg goes with a couple of 6'3s, 3 6'3s. They're going to have a height advantage overall against Hamilton County.
Well, and of course, Hamilton County's got Wyatt Hampson down low, 6'8", so it almost evens out to a point. But we'll see how much does Hamilton County want to feed Hampson down the post. We saw them play Carmi 2 weeks ago, and Hampson was a little bit too outside than we normally see. So we'll see how much Doug Miller wants to get his big man the ball in the post. And
of course, knowing Harrisburg, I have not seen him. A new coach, Jeff Fehrenbacher, replaced Randy Smith-Peters. Randy had been here forever, just about.
Since dirt.
Since dirt. I was going to use that on Coach Hossman from
both are relevant.
Yes. So it doesn't matter who you play. Each coach comes in, they want to play. They'd like to play all 3 days. You'd like to get in 4 games if you can. The winner will turn around and play tomorrow at noon, I believe, is it not?
Or tonight at 10 o'clock. Or the winner, I'm sorry. Yes, the winner will play tomorrow. If I can find my bracket, I'll tell you what time. But, you know, Roger, we made the point during our EHT preview show last Thursday that I think the loser of this game, you look at the left side of the bracket, the loser of this game very well could already be your consolation championship winner. I think these 2 teams are that good.
You want to win the first game, but, you know, you win the consolation bracket, you still go 3-1. You got to play 4 games. So it's going to be Hampson is going to be going up.
Yeah, winner will play tomorrow at 1:45 against probably Heron.
And we got people standing in front of us. Harrisburg is going to win the tip and to belong to Crank. Harrisburg are looking at Harrisburg, working down to the left side, brings it back out, kicks it out front as they're going to reset the table. Here's Crank with it, comes with it on number 4, and I don't have a number 4 in the scorebook.
That's Andy. That's Cameron Andy.
They put the wrong number down. Should have known he jacked a 3. Rebound goes to Hampson. Here come the Bulldogs to our left. On the far side is Richards, back to Neal in the corner, inside to Hampson. He's going to drive along the baseline, and he's going to be tied up. He put that ball on the floor, and right there to grab it away was Miles Crank. So the ball will still stay on the Foxes' end. Abe Neal will inbound it. Carmi sets up a box to the left of the basket. Run people through. They look for Hampson. He puts up a little fake, puts up a short shot, no good, gets his own rebound, puts it up again, still no good. Rebound tipped around, picked up, and in, and that was by Trenton Pike. Pike gets the first bucket of this 58th annual Eldorado tournament.
Well, seeing already a couple of offensive rebounds, Wyatt Hampson making his presence felt down low.
Outside to Ryder, top of the key. They go on the far side, down low, they go inside. Turnaround shot up and off the board, no good by Unthank, and the rebound comes down to Abe Neal of Hamilton County. Foxes work to the left side. Neal will run the point, goes to Pike on the right wing. Trying to post up Hampson down low. Pike's going to drive to the elbow, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. And that's going to go against Andy, I do believe.
Roger, do want to let fans at home know that you can listen to every EHT game right here on WRUL, and you can watch every game for the first time this year on the WRUL Sports YouTube channel. All 26 games this year.
One of the things we have to be careful, make sure we call out the right names, because there's going to be people watching and said, who's that guy? He doesn't have the ball. Abe Neal will inbound it, almost a turnover there by the Foxes. Down in the corner they go with it. Here is Hampson, throws a lob inside to Hampson, throws it over his head, and Harrisburg comes up with errant ball. Here is Crank, top of the key. They come and swing it on the right side. Down in the corner, trying to drive. A little fadeaway shot put up is short. Rebound hits the floor and pulled down by Wyatt Richards.
It's a good job boxing out by Richards. They're getting the rebound.
Ryder couldn't quite get it to go down. At the top of the key now, here is Hanson. They run a 1-4 offense. Send a cutter through, set a baseline screen for Hampson. Good coverage there by Harrisburg. Back out front, left side is Pike. He's going to try and take it to the hole, put it up, and it won't go. Not quite high enough. Rebound inside to Hampson. And the big boy gets his first bucket.
And again, offensive rebounds is going to be key for Hamilton County. How many second chances can they get with the 6-foot Hampson down there? We've already seen it. 3 offensive boards for the Foxes.
Here is good screen there, driving inside. We're going to get a whistle and a foul. Good screen set there by Nate Lawrence. Foul is going to be charged to Eli Hansen. He picks up his first, team's first. 5:48 to go here in the opening quarter. 4-zip Hamilton County. Harrisburg to inbound it. They do so to Ryder. Bounce pass down in low to Lawrence and back out front. Andy's going to jack a 3. In and out, no good. Another rebound by Hamilton County as Wyatt Richards picks the board clean. 5:33 to go here, first quarter, 4-0 Foxes. Here is Richards, fake on a give and go, drives to the lane, stops, fakes, puts it up. That's too hard, and the rebound is pulled down by Unthank.
Harrisburg trying to match up Unthank, 6'3" with Hampson down low, and he's trying to hold his ground.
Turnover there by Crank. Here goes Pike all the way. He goes up with it. He's going to be fouled.
The Harrisburg fans don't like that foul. I thought Crank did a good job of going for the ball, but they say that he got Pike there on the arm, so he'll go shoot 2. Or correction, it was Hansen.
It was Hansen.
Who got the steal, went to the other end, and he'll go to the free throw line here.
Hansen wears number 2, Pike number 5, but from the distance we are, it's hard to tell them apart. It is for me anyway, and I've even got my glasses on. He'll shoot a couple. 5-11, first quarter, 4-0 Hamilton County. And that one is short. Almost every one of the Foxes' shots have been short thus far.
And Roger, we've talked about Doug Miller and his crew. They've had their free throw struggles throughout the season. And I know it's early, still the first quarter, the first game, but 0 for 1 to start the day.
Caleb Carson, a 6'2 sophomore, comes in to replace Hampson. Second free throw nestles in. So he's 1 of 2. Makes it 5-0. Fox is putting on some pressure in the backcourt. Get it up quick in the middle. Here they're going to take it to the hole. Unthank has trouble with it. Try to back it up and in, and he does. Andrew Unthank, the 6'3 senior, he just bullied his way and got the easy kiss off the window.
That was a good job by Harrisburg breaking the pressure there. And a good job by Unthank backing down, using the glass there for the basket.
Here's Carson to left elbow. One dribble goes on the right side to Richards. Richards trying to work his way in, gets it into Abe Neal in traffic and manages to salvage something out of it. Here goes Pike. Hansen down to Carson, goes off his fingertips, out of bounds. And I believe first turnover by Hamilton County.
I've got their second, but it was a right idea there by Hansen and a nice backdoor cut by Carson, but he just couldn't corral the pass.
Full court pressure by Hamilton County as Andy and Crank will play catch with it, get it up in the offensive end. Crank at midcourt, he's picked up there by Hansen. Works the right side down in the corner. Andy's open from the right baseline. That's too long. Rebound run down on the far side by Harrisburg. Back out front, and they're going to reload the gun. As Crank backs out near midcourt, works to the left side. Here's Andy down in the corner, back outside. They come with it to Ryder. Ryder, they look for Andy in the corner. Inside they go. Shovel pass, great pass. And Unthank couldn't get it to drop. Little shovel pass underneath. And Abe Neal will bring it down. 3:52 to go here in the opening quarter, 5-2. Inside pass, they go to Hampson, try to bully his way in. Nice spin move off the window. He puts it up short. We're going to get a foul. It's going to go against Unthank. His first, team second. And they will say he was not in the act of shooting. So Hamilton County will inbound it to our left, to the right of the goal. Abe Neal will be the trigger man. They set up a box around the free throw area, give it inside to Hansen. Nice spin move. He's put it up and in. Good.
Yeah, great job by Hansen there, going baseline at the inbounds pass, and Harrisburg will call a timeout.
Back right after this.
Your family's care team is close to home at Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics in McLeansboro and Carmine. From routine care, vaccines and DOT physicals, to disease management, x-ray, lab work, and COVID testing. With 9 providers and 8 specialty care clinics, Hamilton Memorial has you covered. Plus, for those unexpected illnesses, our weekend walk-in clinics in Carmine and McLeansboro. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinics. Here for you now, like we've always been.
All right, back here as Coach Jeff Fehrenbacher, he said, I've seen enough of this, as they are down 7-2 with 3:40 here to go in the opening quarter. Foxes, again, they've missed several inside. Could very easily be about 15-2.
Yeah, you can tell. They're trying to get inside with Wyatt Hampson, and it's worked about 50% of the time so far. They're, 3 of 7 from the field. But Harrisburg trying to hold their ground defensively, and they have not shot very well from the field to start.
Well, again, playing at 8:30 in the morning is not.
It's tough.
It is tough.
Calling a game at 8:30 in the morning is also tough, Roger.
Yes, tell me about it. Here's Ryder with it. Comes with it on the left side to Andy. He's going to work on the left side as they're going to survey the situation as Crank comes out front. Far side, trying to drive the baseline is Lawrence, and we're going to get a blocking foul. Hampson or Carson, they were both right there.
Well, called on Carson. That's going to be his first. And the second Fox's foul. Roger, neither team really goes deep as far as players off the bench, and only sub made today has been Carson coming into the game for Hamilton County.
Hamilton County just brought in Jack Sellers.
There you go.
He's a 6'2" sophomore. As Andy works with it out front on the far side. Ryder from downtown, back of the rim, good high rebound. And Andy just took it away from everybody, put it up short. Hampson will clear for the Foxes. Outlet pass. Here is Pike on the run. He's going to take it all the way, lay it up, put it up short. Carson can't get it. Hampson finally gets it in.
Well, when you got Wyatt Hampson, you're going to give yourself 2 to 3 chances each possession. Harrisburg's got to find a way to get him off the boards.
Down in the corner they come Lawrence. He's going to take it to the hole. Nice move by the 6'3" senior. He's got his first bucket of the ball game. It's 9-4. Foxes on top of Harrisburg. Walking it down the floor is Eli Hansen, the 5'11" junior. Comes with it on the left side. Pike's going to drive on a nice screen and roll. Puts it up. No call. And Carson goes up. He's blocked. Boy, that's basketball 101. Great screen set by Hampson.
Another offensive rebound for Hamilton County. That's 6 already here in the first quarter. And when you add a 5-point lead or a 5-point deficit, if you're Harrisburg, got to find a way to, again, just box out and get those defensive rebounds.
So Caleb Carson at the line for 2, and that one's short. And Harrisburg brings in a couple of more. Coaches, you're not supposed to do this the first game. I'm still trying to just learn their names. Number 3, Carmelo Downey. And Adrian Mann, number 23. Second free throw was no good, and Harrisburg fights for it and loses it out of bounds.
And Harrisburg really shooting themselves in the foot there.
Wow.
Wide open rebound. I believe that was Mann who tried to grab it and just dropped it. I mean, you can't give this team that many opportunities.
Here's Pike on the inbounds pass, knocked out of bounds, and they say Pike touched it last. So Hamilton County will come down, or Harrisburg rather. Too many H's. And Crank now will run the show, comes with it on the far side. Down on the baseline, they go to Unthank. A couple of dribbles as he and Owen Rand is going to take it to the hole. He's going to, thought he was going to get him for a travel, going to get a foul on Hampson. That'll be his first.
And that one could have gone either way. Really, Hampson in a tough spot there, just went straight up and kind of got ran into. I'm with you. I thought they were going to call a travel there, but instead it goes in favor of Harrisburg.
Ball is inbounded to Owen Rand. Now they come at the top. Unthank has it on the right wing. Looks down low. He's going to fire from about 17 and nestles it in. Unthank with his second basket, and that makes it a 9-6 Hamilton County lead.
And one of the better looks that Harrisburg has had so far on the floor, and a good job by Unthank stepping up and hitting the shot.
In the corner here is Hansen for 3. Boom! Eli Hansen with the first 3 of the ball game. He has 6.
First made 3-pointer for either team today.
And he shot a couple, but to no avail as they come with it on the far side. Down on the baseline. Here's a 3-point shot put up. That one's short. Rebound to Unthank. He's going to shoot a fadeaway from 12. Banked it in.
Well, however you get it to go in, I guess. 3-point shots aren't falling. A good job by Unthank. The offensive rebound, the Dirk Nowitzki-like fadeaway off the glass.
He has 6 in the ball game on a high post to Carson, and we're going to get a reach-in foul, and that's going to against Carmelo Downey. Third team foul against the Bulldogs. Wyatt Richards comes in. Abe Neal comes in as Carson and Pike take a seat.
This is the 5th Harrisburg foul already here in the first quarter.
Right in front of the Harrisburg bench, Abe Neal looks for somebody to throw it to. Gives it out front to Zellers. Now Richards has it. Works toward the center of the court. We're under a minute of the first quarter. They look inside for Hampson. Now to Neal. Down low to Hampson. He's going to try and drive, puts it on the floor, and that's why the centers don't dribble the ball. Turnover. And here we go all the way. Shot put up and partially blocked. Adrian Mann tried to go up with it. Jack Sellers partially blocked the ball and went out of bounds. Unthanked to inbound. Harrisburg puts 3 at the free throw line, and everybody scatters. They'll work the right side, back out front. As Mann with the basketball, picked up there tight by Zellers. 35 seconds to go first quarter. Back out front to Crank. On the right side, here is Mann, tries to drive. Nice move, blocked. Inside there by Abe Neal. And the Foxes will probably play for one shot with 23 seconds to go. They lead at 12-8. Come high left to Zellers. Now Hampson kicks it on the right wing to Richards. Looking over, down low, inside. Shot up and in on a backdoor cut by Hanson. He has 8 of the 14 points, and Foxes lead by 6. Here is Crank trying to drive, kick it in the corner, unthanked for a 3, and that's not going to go. And that ends the first quarter of play with a score. Hamilton County 14, Harrisburg 8. Back after this.
You lock up your house, you lock up your car. Citizens National Bank of Albion works hard to keep your identity and personal account information safe and secure. We encourage you to do the same. Be very cautious when receiving phone calls asking for your personal information, online banking username and passwords. CNB will never ask you for your information over the phone. Never give out your personal information. Citizens National Bank of Albion, no better banking, member FDIC.
This is Nancy J. Winter, CPA. It has been a pleasure to grow with you, to go through the stages of your life. I would just like to say thank you to all of my clients, past and present. And as one client recently said, it's like we are family. We strive to do the best we can for you, whether it be in tax season or out, and whether it be a tax situation, a financial situation, or just someone to talk to about how things are going. Thank you for counting on us. Stop by my office on Cherry Street in Carmine, or visit me at nancyjwintercpa.com.
All right, we get ready again when we start the second period. It's going to be Harrisburg basketball at midcourt as they'll move to our right, trying to find a way to stop Eli Hansen. He has 8 of the 14 Hamilton County points.
And he's got 8 points, and Harrisburg as a team has 8 points. So you really thought Hampson was going to be your problem, but Hansen's been doing the damage for Hamilton County.
As Cameron Andy comes around the screen, and he does the cha-cha. And it'll be a turnover for the Harrisburg Bulldogs.
And the biggest thing from Harrisburg is you got to get Cameron Andy going. He's an all-tournament type player. We saw him last year as a sophomore. He's an outstanding basketball player, but just having a rough start here early on.
He is 0-4 Monday. Here is Richard down low inside to Hampson, and Hampson finally gets his first shot to drop. He has 6 in the ball game, and Harrisburg leads by 8. Quickly come down, shot put up is blocked by Hampson as Mann a little bit slow getting a shot off. Here is Neal, top of the key, right side, Richards. He's going to try and drive, bounce pass into Hampson. It was a tough pass to handle, led him just a little bit too much, right idea, but couldn't get it to go.
Well, that's Hamilton County's bread and butter. Feed it to Hampson inside and let him block some shots on the other end. They try to go back to him in the next possession and pass a little bit too out of his reach. That is the 4th, to my count, Hamilton County turnover.
It's tough to make a bounce pass in traffic like that.
Oh, yeah.
So the turnover gives the ball back to the Bulldogs of Harrisburg. Come with it on the right side. Here is Downey. Has a screen, doesn't use it. Yeah, he does. Step back 3, back of the rim. Nope. Rebound Andy. He puts it up. That one's short. Gets his own rebound. Again, that one's short. Again, that won't drop. And Harrisburg, another offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Ryder, and Harrisburg will reset the table. 4 shots from point blank. Couldn't get it to drop. Here is Lawrence. He's going to drive. Stops at the free throw line. Unthanked. Tries to back his way in against Hampson. Going to put it up over him, and it's short. And, whoa, look out. Good block out there by Abe Neal. Andy went over his back. So Cameron Andy, according to my stats, that's 2.
Yeah, that's, again, Harrisburg's best player, Cameron Andy. He hasn't been going here early on, and give him 2 fouls, not going to help anything either.
And yet to dent the scoreboard.
Harrisburg just seems like they just, had the shortest drive out of all these teams here. They just haven't really woken up yet.
Eli Hansen will bring it down. Harrisburg in a 2-3 zone. Works the right side. Good movement, picked his dribble up. Look out, somebody has got to come. He picked that ball up there in that coffin corner near the center line, and everybody was away from him and couldn't find anybody to give it to, so he just took a step or two. I wonder if you can tell the referee, I didn't mean to. Can I have another chance?
That's how it always works, of course.
Yeah, you never know. You might get lucky once in a while. Down in the far corner, Harrisburg works around the perimeter. Crank will bring it out. Calls out a play. Pops out his Ryder. Down low they look. Coming out here is Unthink. Still looking. Now, nice fake there by Downey. Basketball on the left side. They go to Unthink down in the corner. He'll bring it out. Crank. Start again, telling everybody where to go. Unthink high on the left side. Try to send a cutter. Good coverage there by Richards. Now back out to Downey. Inside shot, or outside shot put up. That won't go. And Hampson comes down with the rebound. Fighting with him with it was Downey, Carmelo Downey. And he'll pick up his second.
It was one of the better half-court sets we've seen Harrisburg run so far this morning, but a good look from Downey, couldn't get it to go, and a good job by Hampson boxing out, getting the rebound. And we've already got free throws here for Hamilton County with now 7 Harrisburg fouls. Going to be a 1-and-1 for Hampson at the other end.
So Harrisburg puts Hamilton County in the 1-and-1. Fox is 1 of 4 from the line. Talking with Coach Miller, they lost a 4-pointer to AJ. Went 6 of 19 from the line and lost a 4-pointer to Johnson City. They went 6 of 17. Hampson gets the first one to go. Some of the Hamco fans, hey, we made a free throw. Fox is 5-5 on the year. Harrisburg 4-5. Makes it a 17-8. Second free throw by Hampson. Back of the iron. Tipped out. Good rebound by Wyatt Richards. Inside to Hampson. He's going to take it to the hole. Puts it up. No good. Rebound inside to Pike. It's short. And Unthink will clear for the Bulldogs. Harrisburg on the attack. Here goes Crank all the way and lost control of the basketball, but we're going to get a foul.
Yep.
And that's going to go against number 2. That is Eli Hansen.
That's a second foul on Hansen, I believe.
Yes. Unthink to inbound it. Outside to Ryder, almost lost control of it. Pop it out front to Lawrence. Now they come on the right side, and Crank will run the show. Here is Downey with it. Inside, good fake, spin move. Shovel pass to Unthink. And good ball handling there in traffic.
Yeah, great job by Unthink cutting through. Bobbled the pass a little bit, but was able to corral it and use the glass to score.
Unthink has 8 of the 10. They come with it on the left side to Abe Neal. Now Hansen, high post to Hampson. Down on the baseline, Pike tried to back it way in and turns it over, tries to go to Hampson. You're going to throw it to the big boy, get it up high. Now Ryder with it on the left wing, looking for somebody to move. Unthink will pop out, top of the key. He can shoot the 3. Now man thought about it. Fakes right, it ends up going right. Now Lawrence going to drive on Hampson, put it up. He's going to be fouled. And that'll be Wyatt Hampson as Lawrence got around Richards.
That was a good baseline drive there by Lawrence, and Doug Miller not too happy about that baseline drive, but as Roger said, the foul on Hampson, that's his second foul. So now Hampson and Hansen both with 2 fouls apiece as the first free throw was missed by Lawrence.
So Lawrence, that's the first free throw attempted. Zeller's back in as Hampson comes out. And Hansen comes out, Caleb Carson, the other substitute. So Lawrence at the line, and he hits 1 of 2. Picks up his 3rd point of the ball game. And here's a pressure by Harrisburg in the backcourt. More of a 2-2-1 zone. As they work it up, here is Zeller. Now to Pike, looks in the middle, gives to Zellers, now to Neal as he gets top of the key. Base pass to Carson, back to Neal. Takes 1 dribble and has it knocked away, and here comes Harrisburg's Ryder, goes all the way up, lays it up and in. And Doug Miller wants a timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Family medicine providers care for everyone in your family through all stages of life. If you need a primary care provider, Farrell Hospital has 3 new family medicine physicians accepting new patients. Dr. Clay Ford in Harrisburg, Dr. Samantha Mosby in Eldorado, and Dr. Chris Moore in McLeansboro for quality, convenient primary care close to home for both adults and children. Visit farrellhospital.org and call to make your appointment today.
All right, back here again, as Doug Miller did not like what he saw as he saw that 8-point lead drop down to 3 as a couple of back-to-back turnovers here by that team down there.
Hamilton County.
Hamilton County.
But you're right, Roger. A bit of a run here by Harrisburg. And again, I think it's kind of been for both teams. You're playing at 8:30 in the morning. You're really not used to it. I do think both teams are still trying to wake up.
In the backcourt against that 2-2-1 zone press. Here is Pike, now Neal. They'll play catch with it as they come up. Harrisburg does a good job protecting the middle and trying to get it inside to Zellers. We're going to get a reach-in foul on Nate Lawrence.
And the Harrisburg fans not too happy with that call. Thought Lawrence was able to tip the ball cleanly, but the officials saw otherwise. And again, we got free throws here for
should be a 1-and-1.
Hamilton County with 18 fouls against Harrisburg already at the 4:06 mark in the second quarter.
So Zellers will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Zellers just a sophomore. Where's number 24? Lists him at about 6'2". 17-13. Hamilton County free throw is good by Zellers. To the senior citizens that are listening, I'm disappointing them because I'm trying not to say McLeansboro. Zellers' free throw is short. Rebound. Caleb Carson knocks it away and goes off the fingertips of Wyatt Richards. Caleb almost had a hold on it. 18-13. Hamilton County by a nickel.
It's a big final minutes here for both teams. If you're Harrisburg, you really want to cut this lead down, possibly even take a lead when you go to the halftime. If Hamilton County want to build this lead.
Downey inside to Ryder. Kicks it back out to Downey. Top of the key is Unthank. Now they go to Crank on the far side. Number 30, I didn't get him in the game. Owen Rand. Unthank looks, top of the key, Crank for downtown, and he hit it.
First made 3 for Harrisburg and a great elevator screen. A good job by Crank to catch and shoot. Bulldogs within 2.
18-16. Several turnovers here by the Foxes. They've lost their 6-point lead. Neal and Pike play catch with it, get it up in the offensive end. Now Neal on the left side. Pike stands in the jump circle. 3:15 remains in the second quarter. Foxes with the basketball and a 2-point lead. Harrisburg stays in that 2-3 zone. Neal has it high on the left side, tries to penetrate, nothing else. Skip pass across to Richards. Takes one dribble, back out to Neal. And he's picked up there as Ryder comes out in that 2-1-2 zone.
And then we're going to start to see Hamilton County now start to, I wouldn't say kill some clock, but very patient here against this 2-3 zone defense. Let's get the best shot possible.
Whoa, almost threw it away. Well, he's got Hanson and Hampson both on the bench with 2 fouls. And try and milk a little time off before he gets his 2 big guns back in. Maybe keep him out till the start of the third quarter. There's almost a steal. It goes in the backcourt. Pike picks it up and almost stolen away there by Crank, but he stepped on the sideline. So we'll go back as Hamilton County will retain possession.
Harrisburg has really amped up the defensive pressure in the past few minutes. It's been a part of this comeback.
Here is Pike near the jump circle. Bounce pass on the far side to Zellers. Loses control, picked up by Neal. And he's going to be fouled. And that's going to be on Carmelo Downey. I've got 3 on him. See what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, you'd be right. Off the bench with 3 fouls. And Harrisburg always a physical team defensively. Remember last year just had a really hard time playing defense without fouling. Kind of the same case here early on with 9 team fouls already in this first half.
Still 2:19 to go. Abe Neal, pretty good free throw shooter. As soon as I said that, you knew what would probably happen. He's a pretty good golfer, too. He made All-South last year as a sophomore. Makes it 19-16. Second free throw by Neal. 3 dribbles, eyes it, flies it, and can't buy it as Unthank goes high for the rebound. 19-16. Foxes lead it by 3. Harrisburg basketball. On the left side, down they go on the baseline to Unthank. Guarded there by Zellers. Harrisburg, or Hamilton County now in a straight 2-3 zone. Top of the key. They go with it, swinging on the left side. Trying to get something to happen as posting up Rand inside. Down low they go to Unthank, trying to back Carson in. Kick it out front, Rand on a drive, blocked by Carson. Goes out of bounds, touched last by Hamilton County.
Harrisburg doing a good job of working the inside game and the outside game against the Hamilton County defense. Had a couple of good looks.
With the basketball, they come with it on the left side and Crank. Down in the corner, they go with it, trying to drive, cut off there by Zellers. Here is Unthank, he sees an opening, and we're going to get a reach-in foul. That probably go against Jack Zellers.
You'd be right, that's against Zellers. That is just his first foul, and the 6th Hamilton County foul. Here, 1:29 to go in the second quarter. Still a 3-point Hamilton County lead. They led by as much as, 8 in this first half?
I think, yes. Led by 6 at the quarter. Harrisburg with the basketball, top of the key. Here is Mann on the left side. Back out front to Crank. On the left wing, inside high post to Unthank. Fires it on the right side, trying to drive his Crank, and he's going to be called for traveling. You know, you got to stop and think. Hamilton County got Hanson and Hampson on the bench. Harrisburg with Andy on the bench. So some of their best guns. So both teams are thinking, you know, Harrisburg's thinking, we can play with 2 or 3 without Andy.
Yep, absolutely. That's kind of what Harrisburg's thinking right now. A 3-point game, you can stay in the ball game until the second half, get Andy back in the game, and same for Doug Miller with his 2 of his starters.
Kick it on the far side. Here is Richards. Couple of dribbles. Send Hanson around the screen. Look for somebody. Somebody got to come to him. Zellers comes in on high right side. We're under a minute, and we're going to get a reach-in foul, and that's going to be on Ross Ryder.
Ryder will pick up his first foul.
That'll be is that the 10th?
Yep. So now 2 shots for Hamilton County in the final minute of this first half.
So Zellers, free throw is short. Caleb Carson to check in, and he will for Eli Hansen.
And Roger, on my count, I'm by no means official, but Hamilton County has missed 8 free throws, 7 free throws in this first half.
They've missed 7. They finally hit that one down. And they have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's what I've got.
Yep. Will Harrisburg play for the last shot? 43 seconds. Down low. They go inside to Ryder. Nope, nothing there. Crank, swing it right side. Couple of dribbles. On the far side, Crank wants it. Now he's going to give it on a high post to Unthank. Back outside, Crank from downtown off the rim, and right there to put it back in was Adrian Mann.
Your next eye exam. That's 618-382-4683. Taylor Eye Care, excellence in eye care.
Roark Transport in Carmi has earned a reputation of dependable hauling that many in this area have depended on. Roark Transport now also offers rock, dirt, and lime hauling from parking lots, driveways, and washouts. Roark Transport can handle all your rock and dirt hauling needs. Farmers can also depend on Roark Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. For your next driveway or parking lot job, remember Roark Transport for fast, dependable service. Call Roark Transport today at 265-3665.
Family owned and operated for more than 70 years. Rush Appliance and Furniture stands the test of time. We have a large selection of in-stock furniture and appliances for every room in your home, grills and smokers, and an unmatched dedication to superior service. This is Sean Rush inviting you to visit me in Fairfield or my dad Terry in Carmi, where we can help you furnish every room in your house with superb service after the sale.
Evil Eye Creative Studio in Carmi is a full-service communications and design consultancy. Located in the heart of Southern Illinois, we have a strong focus on small businesses, schools, and nonprofit organizations. From t-shirts to business cards to large format banners, we are excited to make your design project a reality. We also specialize in video and audio production. Reach out to us to see how we can create something amazing together, all within your budget. Evil Eye Creative Studio. What can we create with you?
And got in a little foul trouble, but managed to hang on. Let's look at the scoring, and the two men that are in foul trouble, Eli Hansen with a couple of personals, along with Wyatt Hampson. They have 15 out of the 20 points, so two big guns set there on the table. Hamilton County outscored them 14-8 in the first quarter, and the Bulldogs came back to outscore the Foxes 10-6. So scoring, Eli Hansen with 8, Wyatt Hampson has 7, Trenton Pike with a field goal, Jack Zellers with a couple of free throws, and Abe Neal added a free throw for the total of 20. For the Harrisburg Bulldogs, they are paced by Andrew Unthank, who has 8. 3 points from Nate Lawrence. Miles Crank hit a 3, 2 from Ross Ryder, and 2 from Adrian Mann. So it's going to be interesting this third quarter as to see what happens. You got some stats and goodies.
Yeah, they're from the first half team-wise for each squad. Hamilton County 7-16 from the field, 1 of 1 from beyond the arc, so I guess 8 for 17 from the field total. Free throw line, they were 5 for 12, 8 offensive rebounds, 8 defensive rebounds, and 5 turnovers. For Harrisburg, they were 7 for 18 from the field, 1 of 6 from 3, 6 of 12 from 2-point range, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 8 offensive rebounds, 3 defensive rebounds, and 3 turnovers. And these stats, of course, officially unofficial, to say the least. But Roger, I thought it was kind of a sloppy first quarter and a half for each team. We saw Harrisburg kind of pick things up defensively there in the second quarter to get back in it. But it's pretty much what we expected, a close game and a 2-point game here at the half.
Yeah, I think the first quarter, so it's kind of like a PE game. They were just kind of running up and down, and neither team could throw one in. And I thought that Hamilton County kind of dominated the boards in the first quarter, but Harrisburg came back, picked up the slack in the second.
Yeah, you're right. And the big thing was offensive rebounds that Hamilton County was getting. Harrisburg was pretty much shooting themselves in the foot, letting the Foxes get 2 or 3 shots each time down the floor. But a good job by them to box out, find Wyatt Hampson, really get him in foul trouble because he was on the bench there for the final 3 or so minutes of that first half. But I can imagine he'll be ready to go for the third quarter. So we'll see how much of an impact he has in the second half.
Well, look at Cam and Andy. Picked up a couple of fouls early, has not scored, and he's one of their big guns.
Yeah, he was an all-tournament player last year. He's an all-tournament type player again this year. But like Roger said, no points there in that first half, which is kind of surprising. But you can tell he kind of had a slow start. He's still trying to wake up for this 8:30 game, and I can imagine all these players are. This is the toughest game to play in, and might be as tough as playing at 10 o'clock later on tonight if you lose, which nobody wants to do. So both teams got to find a way to wake up and get ready to play because this is a big game.
No question about it. And again, the winner will take on the winner of the next game. That'll be Heron and Carrier Mills. Heron undefeated, and Carrier Mills only 1 win on the year. I don't know. That may be a
probably not going to be the most thrilling game today, but you're going to have that. And we made the point during our preview show last week, Roger, that this first day might not be the most exciting basketball because the top's going to play the bottoms of this tournament. But really starting tomorrow, maybe even a couple games later on today, but starting tomorrow, really, it's going to get really good because I think it's going to be really more even as far as the consolation side and the championship side. It's going to be fun.
Then our third game this morning will be the number 4 seed Carterville Lions. Carterville comes into this game 7-3. They'll take on the 5-5 Fighting Cardinals of North City Omaha Enfields. And that will conclude our morning session. And then, let's see. Oh, you get a break after the second game.
I do. Yeah, we both do, actually. Or the third game, you'll get a break.
Yeah.
Bryce Thompson will come in, and he'll do our Everett County and Fairfield games this week for both us and WFIW and OKZ. So quite a crew flopping in and out over the next 3 days.
Quite a crew is right. I was thinking about the weather trying to get here, and of course the snow and so on. And I'm sure a lot of the players were saying, "Man, this is the Eldorado turn. We can't get. We've got to get there." But if this was a school day,
there's no way.
There's no way. No, we
I don't
can't.
know about you, Roger. I'm in a little Toyota Camry. I'm sure your truck was better than my car, but it took me an hour and 15 minutes to get from Carmi to Eldorado today. I was a little bit concerned, but got here in time, and I'm excited to be here. It's going to be a fun 3 days.
This is to me, the highlight of Christmas week.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like homecoming. You see people here that you haven't seen since last year, and renew friendships and acquaintances, and plus you get to see a lot of good basketball.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll take another break and be back with the third quarter start.
Teamwork. Coming together is a beginning, keeping together is progress, and working together is success. Carmi Lumber celebrates the student athletes competing and wishes them great success. Depend on the team at Carmi Lumber for all success with your home projects, electrical, plumbing, lumber, hardware, and more. Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. Visit them on North 3rd Street in Carmi or carmilumber.net. Carmi Lumber, proud supporter of area athletes.
Fouls, double dribbles, air balls. Unfortunately, all part of the game.
But with a great team behind you, you're right back in the game.
Sometimes life knocks you down, but State Farm agent Doug Raber and his team are there to make sure you get back up.
When something unfortunate happens, call me and get peace of mind you're working with a team committed to making sure your life goes right.
Call 618-445-2012. Find Doug Raber on Facebook and on the Square in Albion.
Stop in Silver Dollar Gaming every day December 26th through December 31st and enter to win $250, $500, $750, or $1,000 for guaranteed winners. Located in Carmi, Eldorado, Harrisburg, Heron, DuQuoin, Alany, Murfreesboro, Salem, and West City. Partnered with J&J Gaming and located only at Silver Dollar Gaming. Must be 21 years of age to enter.
Have what you need to make this New Year's Eve celebration one for the ages? If not, visit Smokin' Joe's Fireworks Store and let's blast our way into 2023. Buy one, get one free orange stickered items. Scan Joe's more than 80 big screens to preview your fireworks selections and get the big 500-gram cakes, plus the fun stuff for kids like sparklers and Roman candles, even assortment packs. Find Smokin' Joe's Fireworks on Facebook and at SmokinJoesFireworks.com. Open Tuesday through Friday 10 to 6. And New Year's Eve. Call 270-389-0407. Get your boom boom for less.
Have you ever thought about the importance of a personal relationship with your bank? In today's world of kiosk and efficiencies, not every bank will take the time to get to know you and understand your financial goals. But at Banterra, we do just that. We have a strong local team with vast experience who live in and know our communities well. Stop by a Banterra bank location near you and get to know a bank who truly understands personal service. Banterra Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Don't let concerns about current events derail your long-term financial strategy. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor, Abby Mawson, and I'm here to help. We can work together to understand today's financial landscape and make sure you achieve your goals. While you can't control market volatility, you can control your financial future. Let's connect. Start by giving me a call at 618-842-4696. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
We've got a pretty good ball game here. Hamilton County leading Harrisburg by a score of 20-8. First half, first quarter especially, more like a PE basketball game. Second quarter got down to a chess match, and we'll see what this third and fourth quarter brings.
Yeah, the Foxes led by as many as 8 there in that first half, but Harrisburg really on the defensive end was able to get some stops, force some turnovers, and get back into the game, making it a 20-18 game. But we'll see both teams get their starters back in with a couple of players being on the bench with fouls. So we'll see how that fares.
Seemed like Harrisburg put on that 2-2-1 press. It kind of got Hamilton County a little bit out of their niche of what they wanted to be in. So here we go, Hamilton County basketball, as Hanson will come with it on the high right side to Pike. Down in the corner they go with it to Neal. Looks inside for Hampson, nothing there. Down low again, they go to Hampson. He's going to try and go to the goal. Bounce pass inside to Richards, puts it up off. Got it.
That's a good job by Hamilton County. Harrisburg, again, kind of switch things up defensively, able to work things around and get a good shot.
Quickly down court, Harrisburg tries to get a little sleeper and knocked out of bounds by Richards, touched last by Harrisburg. And here comes, this time, more of a diamond-in-one press. Neal has it to Pike, still in the back court. They get it to Neal in the middle. He's going to drive, stop, put up a runner, too hard. Rebound tipped out, tipped again, and still being tipped around, and loose ball on the floor. Who's got it? And, wow, Harrisburg came up with it. playing hot potato. Here's Unthank from the free throw line, back of the rim. Rebound inside to Harrisburg. Kicks it back out front.
That was like a fumble and a rain shower there, Roger.
Somebody put Vaseline on the basketball. Goodness sakes. Here is Ryder with it. Now top of the key is Unthank. Andy on the right side looking to score. Corner, they drop it down to Lawrence. Lawrence tries to back his way in. Good head fake. Got it to go.
That crazy sequence results in a Harrisburg basket.
Wow. 22-20. Hamilton County leads by a bucket. Diamond and one press. Here is Neal in the backcourt. Takes a couple of dribbles, leaves it for Hansen. Back to Neal, trying to get it ahead. Neal is going to push it up into the friendly end, take it all the way to the hole, lay it up off the rim. Nope, Hampson got the stick back, but said he was fouled on the way down. He got the rebound and went right back up with it and said, nope, fouled him before he started up.
I will go against Lawrence for Harrisburg. That is his second foul.
Neal to trigger it in. Inside to Hampson, up with the left hand. That won't go, and Unthank will clear. Hampson's had trouble finding the bucket.
And it's not very often he misses those shots. Harrisburg caught a break there.
Point blank shot. Here is Ryder. Looks for Lawrence on the baseline. Unthank has it top of the key. Now Crank. Here's Andy. He's going to try and take Pike to the hole, and Trenton Pike is charged with a personal foul.
You can tell Andy trying to go on the baseline drive there, get to the basket. Mentioned earlier, he is one of, if not Harrisburg's best player, and has not scored yet this morning. Bulldogs got to get him going.
Unthank throws a lob out front to Lawrence. Back to Unthank. Has it on the left side. Fox is in a 2-3 zone. Oh, faked a long three there by Crank. He's on the dribble. Coming with it on the left side. Now Fox has dropped back in a man. Here is Andy on a cut. He's going to put it up, and he's going to be fouled by Abe Neal.
Again, Harrisburg, a lot of basket cuts, passing away, moving with the basketball, moving without the basketball. And a good job there by Lawrence, or it was actually Andy who they said drew the foul, so he'll go to the free throw line for two.
Abe Neal picked up his first personal, so Andy looking to get in the scoring book, and there he does.
And again, it's unusual for this guy to just have 1 point in the third quarter.
Wow. You got the feeling, though, it's just getting ready to explode. Yep. That may do it there as he hit back-to-back. We got a brand-new ball game. 22-22. Harrisburg pulls off their press.
It's been a great second and third quarter so far for Harrisburg defensively.
Yes. Harrisburg now has went back to man. They've been changing their defenses. Gives in the corner to Hansen. One dribble, Neal. High post, Richards. We've got him pinned as Hampson will go up and in. Hampson got his man pinned and threw just a little lob. Hampson now with 9, the lead back to 24-22 in favor of Hamilton County. With it on the right side, here is Ryder. Looks, finds Crank. A couple of dribbles near the top of the key, trying to beat Pike. Doesn't work. Now Ryder on the right side. They send a couple of cutters. There is Andy from downtown.
You mentioned it, Roger. Those two free throws could have got him going. That one from the front row over there on the far sideline. Harrisburg with their first lead of the day.
Lead of the ball game, 25-24, as Hamilton County jumped out to a 5-0 lead. Here in the corner is Neal. Hampson, he's going to try and drive the baseline, put it up. He was too far underneath and hit the underside of the rim, and the referee, D. Wiley, says we're going to have a foul on number 40. That's Unthank.
Kind of a late whistle. It was a tough spot for Hampson to be in under the basket. Trying to pretty much go from behind the backboard to under it for a shot. Got fouled. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
He's 1 of 2 from the line. That one bobbles around and falls askew.
And seeing Hampson, of course, last year throughout the year and in the EHT, free throws is one thing he has struggled with in his career, but you can tell he's always trying to get better at that.
Well, his dad told me he shoots at home. He's got his own goal. He shoots 100 a day, weather permitting. But sometimes it gets to be a mental thing.
Mm-hmm.
You try and, kind of like a baseball pitcher, trying to guide it rather than just rear back and throw it. We're tied at 25, 4:40 to go here in the opening quarter. Here is Andy trying to drive on Hansen, and Hansen's going to pick up number 3. Trying to isolate, and you got to have pretty quick feet to stop Andy.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I think Andy is starting to kind of wake up, starting to get get loose, get ready, and we saw him score 5 quick points.
Here is Lawrence on a drive to the free throw line. Down in the corner, they go with it to Ryder. Unthink pops out on the right side. Crank again. They're going to reload. Here is Andy from downtown. Off the rim, will not go. Hampson will clear for the Foxes. Quickly up court. Here is Neal. He's going to try and drive. Put it up and in. Trenton Pike with his 4th point of the ball game, and back on top, 27-25 is Hamilton County. Andy, top of the key. Here's Lawrence, way on the right side. In the corner to Crank. Unthink, top of the circle. Left side, Andy, trying to drive. Leaves it out for Crank. Off the iron, no good. Hampson takes it away from his teammate, Caleb Carson.
Harrisburg just 2 of 8 from 3-point range today.
Wow. You live by it, you die by it sometimes. Here's Abe Neal. Down in the corner, Pike. As Harrisburg went back to his own, Abe Neal can snipe, and he does. Abe Neal, a good 3-point shooter, hits his first 3, and the lead is 5. Harrisburg trailing 30-25.
Little 5-0 run here by Hamilton County, which is going to force Harrisburg to call a full timeout.
Jeff Fehrenbacher says we got to reload the guns. Timeout, back in 1 minute.
Life can be complicated, but managing your money should be simple. Whether you need to check your balances, deposit a check, pay bills, pay a friend, or transfer money to retirement savings, First Mid Online and Mobile Banking keep your finances simple every step along the way. With First Mid Bank and Trust, you can manage your money anytime right from your smartphone. You can even sign up for real-time alerts to stay on top of your account activity. Learn more about these conveniences at firstmid.com. First Mid Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Warm up with savings at your local Huck's Market. Join the Huck's Bucks Big Rewards loyalty program today and save 10 cents on fuel every gallon, every day for a limited time. Download the new Huck's Bucks Big Rewards loyalty app and start earning your big rewards today. Exclusive offers tailored to you, and earn points with nearly every purchase to redeem for merchandise, fuel discounts, free food, and more. Find it on the App Store and on Google Play.
All right, after the Harrisburg timeout, trying to stop the bleeding just a little bit. They trail 30-25, 3:27 to go. Winner plays tonight at...
or tomorrow. Loser plays tonight at 10 o'clock.
Loser plays tonight, yeah. I knew one of them did. Here's Crank with on. Oh, great no-look pass inside to Unthink. Oh, Hampson, and Wyatt Hampson just picked up his 3rd personal.
It's always a tough play, and I can see the Foxes fans making the gesture, Roger. You know, as a coach, when you put that kind of handward down motion, they're going to call a foul. If Hampson would have kept his arm straight up, probably would have been clean, but when you go with that volleyball spiking motion, they're going to call you with a foul.
Unthink's free throw, back of the iron. Unthink had 8 in the first half, is yet to score.
And with that being Hampson's 3rd, he's forced to come out, so we have a smaller lineup here for Hamilton County.
And is that a freshman, I think, coming in?
Number 30.
Number 30 is not in the scorebook. Second free throw was no good. Here is Neal with it on the right side. And slapped out of bounds right in front of, trying to think, number 30. I can't think of his name. He played for me last year at the junior high level. Here trying to drive inside. Shot up by Hanson, no good. Rebound Carson knocked out of his hands by Crank. And the rebound will stay. Or the ball will stay on this end. Hanson will inbound it, does so to Neal. Swing it around on the right side, back to Hanson, has it down deep in the corner. Neal. Now Hanson, he's going to try and drive, and he's going to get reached in. The foul is going to be on Miles Crank, his first.
And with the 5-point lead, I think we'll start to see Hamilton County. We still got lots of basketball left, 2:45 to go in the 3rd, but Doug Miller is going to want to be really patient with his shot attempts here for the rest of this game.
I thought there in that first half or quarter, they got a little bit too patient and kind of took them out of the rhythm. Ball slapped out of bounds. Still will be Hamilton County basketball right in front of Coach Doug Miller. Coach wants to go out there and play with them. They set some screens. Here is Pike. Harrisburg back in a man. Now they've changed their defense up a little bit. Caleb Carson has it top of the key. One dribble. Now Neal. Inside they go with it. Ball is knocked out of bounds. It'll belong to Hamilton County.
Bit of a trying to do too much there. Neal was on that pass down low, and Doug Miller again. You can tell he wants to get open looks, open passes, open shots.
Go inside to Carson. Turn around. A little bit short, and the rebound will clear by the Bulldogs of Harrisburg. And the offensive end is Crank down in the corner. And we got people in front of us. On the left side now, here we go. Here's Man. Bounce pass, high post to Unthank. Nobody to give it to. So he'll bring it out, throw it to Crank on the right side. Now here is Downey. Back out, three-point shot. Okay. Give me the ball, go play defense. Andy with 8 all in this quarter, back-to-back triples.
And he's starting to heat up. Couldn't get going there in the first half.
Wow.
Back-to-back threes he's made. Bulldogs back within 2.
30-28, we've got a minute 40. Here is Pike on a drive, puts it up and in.
Good answer by Pike.
You can see why he made all tournament at Goreville. Fox is up by 4, 1:30 to go, 32-28. This is kind of the game we expected, right down
absolutely.
to the wire. Harrisburg has led only once. That was at 26-25. On the right side, they come with it to Downey, back out to Crank. High post to Unthank. Unthank trying to back Carson in. Good spin move up and in.
Now we saw Unthank have some nice moves down low there in the first half. He'd been quiet here in the third, and a big basket there. Now Harrisburg applies pressure.
There's your 2-2-1 again. Getting a ball up in the offensive end is Hanson. Pike will set the table. Under a minute at 50 seconds, 32-30. Foxes with a basketball and a 2-point lead. Picked up there by Andy. Watch your 5-second count. Goes down in the corner, looks for help. Driving the baseline, we're going to get a foul. That's going to go against.
I believe that's Man.
Man, that's his first. Fourth team foul, 4 fouls on each ball club.
If you're Harrisburg, they had 7 fouls, I believe, there in that first quarter, so a better job in these last 2 quarters of cleaning things up and not committing so many fouls defensively. As a sub in for Harrisburg, that's number 30.
Owen Rand.
Yep, ran back in, 6'3" sophomore.
Caden Kelly, a 6'3" junior, comes in for the Foxes. Neal tries to throw it over Downey's head. He said, I don't think so. Slapped it back out of bounds. Zeller comes back in.
So here in these final 38 seconds, both teams looking for a basket to get some momentum going in the fourth quarter.
The ball is inbounded to Pike. Has it knocked away. Almost stolen. Run the backcourt by Hampson. And to Neal. Neal's trying to save it and throws it into the hands of Harrisburg. Here goes Andy off the window. We got a brand new ball game. Andy has 10 here in the quarter. 20 seconds. We're tied at 32. Pike will bring it up. Almost has it knocked away. Gives to Zellers. Back to Pike. 13 seconds. Harrisburg in the man. What are they going to run? We're down to 8 seconds. Going to run a screen. Pike tries to take it to the hole. Kicks it back out to Zellers. He's going to drive, shoot a 3, partially blocked, and this is going to end in a tie. We've played 3 quarters of basketball. The Hamilton County Foxes 32, the Harrisburg Bulldogs 32. Back in 60.
Hi, this is Jax Jordan. All of us at the Jordan Funeral Group hope you're enjoying the 58th annual Eldorado Holiday Tournament. While we always strive to win, we also recognize that loss is part of the game in basketball and in life. Count on our caring staff to help get through the toughest losses in life. Visit JordanFuneralGroup.com for resources to plan ahead for grief support and learn all about how we can help in your time of need. The Jordan Funeral Group, Campbell and Sendabag Funeral Homes, family owned and operated since 1954.
Whether you need to move grain or other agricultural products, you just feel more confident counting on a family-owned transportation company. And with SGI Transportation, customers are part of that family. We understand the weight of your work, feeding the world. The reliable, dedicated drivers at SGI Transportation keep your product and operation moving at all hours. Because when family has a need, SGI Transportation answers that call. Find SGI Transportation on Facebook or call 618-968-2471. SGI Transportation, the most trusted name in trucking.
We've got 8 minutes of basketball left, so we played 24 minutes and haven't picked a winner. Cameron Andy for Harrisburg, he was shut out the first half, threw in 10 big ones, 10 out of 14, so he's got to be the man to stop.
Yeah, we knew it was going to take time for him to get going, and he did. 10 points there in that third quarter with a couple of three-point baskets. Roger, I made the point to you during the break. Defensively, Harrisburg is making the Foxes really uncomfortable with their pressure, and it's leading to baskets.
They changed their defense. They go to a zone, go to a man, they press, they pull the press off. We'll see what happens. Coming around the screen, shot put up by Crank, falling down. Wow.
Puts the Bulldogs back in front.
Second lead of the ball game, 34-32. As Hanson will bring it down on the right wing, left wing, they give it to Pike. Back out front to Hampson. Hampson pops out way high. Guarded there by Unthank. Watch a 5-second count. Inside to Neal. Nice fake. He tries to go up with it and draw the foul.
That's a really good job by Abe Neal there. Knew the defender was going to go on the shot fake. Got him up in the air. Went back up for the shot. That's going to be a foul 10 times out of 10. He'll go to the free throw line. That's on Lawrence, and that's Lawrence's fourth foul.
So he has four fouls, 4 points. Abe Neal will go to the line. He is 1 of 2. And that one is short. He'll have another time. I think if it ends up, it's going to, of course, if, say, Harrisburg holds on and win, then we need to check the free throw shooting on them.
Absolutely.
And that's been their bugaboo. Even last year, the Foxes went 29-4, but still struggled from the line. Second free throw by Neal is up. That one's good. Never missed 2 in a row in his life. So cuts the deficit to 1, 34-33. Harrisburg on top with the basketball. Andy on the left side. Uses a screen by Ryder. He's going to drive free throw line, picked up another screen, back of the iron. Ball is tipped up, loosed around, and shot up and in, and that is by Downey as 2 Foxes fought over the ball and knocked it out of each other's hand, and Harrisburg has their biggest lead at 36-33.
First offensive rebound by Harrisburg in this half to my count.
Deep pass to Neal, back out front to Pike. We've got a high-low. Richards is top, and Hampson down low, and Pike having trouble controlling the basketball. In the corner to Neal. Now Hampson works the left side. One dribble, skip it across to Richards. I think that was intended for Neal. Here goes Pike all the way to the hole. The lefty has 8 in the ball game, 36-35. Harrisburg with the basketball and a 1-point lead with 6:25 to go in this one.
An aggressive drive by Pike and a mud-seated basket there for the Foxes.
Crank with it. Now Unthank has it high on the right side. Ryder pops out left. They run Andy along the baseline, skip it over to Unthank. Now Downey. Crank. That's going to be a travel.
A big break there for Hamilton County.
He's looking at with a smile on his face at Coach Fehrenbacher, and he smiles. Well, Coach, we do that in practice. All right, 36-35. Foxes with the basketball. They trail by 1, 6 minutes left. Winner plays tomorrow. Loser comes back for the midnight special. Top of the key, Hanson. Pike with it on the left wing. Now back to Richards. He's going to drive in traffic. Lob inside to Hampson. Fall away. Will it count? No. D. Wiley said he was fouled on the ground.
And Unthank just having a hard time. Hampson, but a good job by Hampson, though, to go up and catch the pass, corral it, jump back off 2 feet instead of trying to go with the alley-oop. We see a lot of kids do that and miss it. But he drew the foul. It's the 6th against Harrisburg.
Neal looks inside, gives it to Hanson down in the left corner. Here is Richards. Has the ball slapped away, a turnover. Here comes Crank on a breakaway, going up off the window, and we're going to get a foul on, is that on Neal? Nope.
Against Hanson.
Against Hanson, that is Cuatro. Number 4.
Okay. I had to count that one, Andre.
See,
And so we're trying to discuss Doug Miller saying that foul was on Pike instead of Hanson, trying to make the case so Hanson doesn't get his 4th foul.
So the officials are talking it over.
And that's a big one. If your starting point guard gets his 4th foul with 5.5 to play, you're in a really tough spot.
Right. Well, 2 and 5, and we said earlier that Hanson and Pike look so much alike from this distance. And they're going to call the other official over.
Let's see, Pike, he only has 1 foul. So, yeah, if you're Doug Miller, you really want – and man, they keep the call. Doug Miller's unhappy, and so are the Foxes fans with that foul staying on Hanson. Now he's got 4, and Doug Miller wants to use a timeout here, but he didn't get it off.
So, Crank at the free throw line. Got that one. He will have another one, 37-35. Harrisburg by 2. Jack Zellers will come in for Hanson. Still lots of time left, no cause for panic. 5:37 to go. 37-35 Harrisburg. Second free throw, got them both. 30, no, they say no basket.
Lane violation?
Lane violation, they take the point away. So that leaves it at 37-35. 5:37, and the officials buzz the horn. And
trying to get things figured out.
Always like a little controversy.
First game of the day, too.
So they're going to confer. And
the scoreboard back to 37-35, so I think we're ready to go. Full court pressure applied by Harrisburg. We'll see if the Foxes can hang on to the ball with Hanson on the bench.
Hanson there with 4 fouls. They get the ball up in the offensive end. Inside they go with it to Trenton Pike. Finger roll won't go. Ball is tipped out on the floor, picked up by Downey. 37-35. Lead pass to Andy. Bounce pass to Unthank. Stolen away by Zellers into the hands of Wyatt Hampson. Foxes get in the offensive end, a chance to tie or perhaps take the lead. We approach the 5-minute mark. 37 Harrisburg, 35 Hamilton County. Zellers with it on the right side. He's going to take it all the way to Ho. Put it up short. Ball tipped out of bounds. Touched last by the purple-clad Bulldogs.
Fans watching online can see Doug Miller pleading for a blocking foul there on Unthank, but I thought Unthank did a good job of going straight up there, drawing no foul.
Hanson back in the ball game. Look for Richards, wide open off the glass. Wyatt Richards gets his second field goal, and a timeout is called by Hamilton County, and we'll just go ahead. 37-37. This is the kind of ball game we talked about all along.
Yeah, and we knew, looking at the bracket, the 8-9 seeds, that 8:30 game, especially with these two teams, given who they played, given their scores and records, we knew it was going to be this kind of game. Really been impressed by how Harrisburg has played defensively, especially in this second half, forcing Hamilton County into some uncomfortable spots, but the Foxes, a couple of big baskets there, including that one by Richards, to tie the game back up.
Well, again, you know, the press by Harrisburg, they've mixed it up a couple of times, has not really been so much to try and steal the basketball. It's just kind of get them off their game, kind of mess up their rhythm.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can tell right when Hamilton County tries to get it across half court, that's when they had the most trouble.
Right.
But with you get Hanson back in the game with 4 fouls, he's got to be careful.
And Wyatt Hampson, of course, has 3. Nate Lawrence of Harrisburg has 4. 37-37, 4:54 to go. Miles Crank will walk it down. He's met at midcourt by Hanson. On the right side, they go with it to Ryder. Now out front, Unthank, he can hit that 3. Give it now to Mann, back to Unthank. Trying to get things organized, trying to draw Hampson away from the goal. Crank says, Andy, said, go down low, we're going to post you up. Nope, they're going to send him out to the corner. Ryder being guarded there by Richards. Now Crank stands at the jump circle, calls out play number 5. We'll see what it is. Gives to Ryder on the left side. They break Andy in the middle, goes up, and we're going to get a basket and a bump.
What a shot by Cameron Andy.
Wow. That may be against Wyatt Hampson. Count the basket.
They call it against 24.
That's on Sellers.
Lawrence comes back in for Harrisburg. So he's got 4 fouls.
So Andy, chance to make 3 the hard way. 39-37. Harrisburg by 2. By 3.
If you're Hamilton County, of course, you love to be patient here, but how patient can you be? I really like Trenton Pike when he's been aggressive going to the basket. Roger, when you play his own defense, you got to try to get the ball in and out, move these guys around defensively, get an open look.
In the backcourt, there's a little pressure. Here is Neal. Now to Hanson. Still in the backcourt. Here is Neal. You're going to have to get it up a little bit. They do to Hanson. And Wyatt Hampson, double team, gives to Hanson. He'll fire from 15, and that's a big bucket right there. Wow.
Just like that, you got to be aggressive. Got to be not scared to shoot that shot.
Hanson had 8 in the first quarter. That's his first bucket since. 40-39, Harrisburg. Andy out to Unthink. Nice fake, puts it up with the left hand. It won't go, and cleared is Wyatt Hampson of Hamilton County. 40-39. Hamilton County trails by 1. But they have the basketball. Hanson, left side. Neal thought about a 3. Down low into Hampson. To Hampson, coming off the high post. Just a very simple high-low. They give it to Richards down low, and Hampson came from the high post. 4 in a row scored by the Foxes. They lead 41-40. 3:15 remains.
Nice little tip pass there to Richards, to Hampson, who was cutting down low. Foxes find the lead once again.
Inside to Cameron Andy. It's good, and Wyatt Hampson picks up the personal. Just a cut from the weak side, a great pass. And Cameron Andy, who was shut out the first half,